What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be discussing our next free-to-play 5-star character from the Fake Collab. Is going to be Archer. Everybody's been waiting for the Fake Collab for a long time, and we are getting a free-to-play character, a free-to-play 5-star character they're going to give us just by logging in, and that is going to be Archer, our boy. He is the definition of a hunt character. He literally has a bow and arrow. Definition of a hunt character. He specializes in SP burning. So naturally, him being quantum, him being a SP burning character, he is going to synergize extremely well with a character that not a lot of people are going to have and not a lot of people actually like, and has dropped off quite significantly since her release in Sparkle. So off the bat, one of his best pairings is going to be a character that not a lot of people are going to be too excited about. The good thing is that he does have a few alternatives in the free-to-play realm in the name of Hanya. Now, there is a discussion now. I just perused over what the light cone does and whatever and whatnot, right? His light cone doesn't seem to do anything crazy out of this world that cannot be replicated by using other accessible light cones. So for example, if you have a copy of the Zila light cone, right, you can run him on speed boots, run Hanya, and then you can get the benefit of having a speed up and an attack up, and then you can possibly fulfill the requirements of the Zila light cone, giving him a very beefy buff using the Zila light cone that kind of meets both requirements for his own light cone, right? You kind of overshadow his own light cone because the Zila light cone gives you a little bit more benefits aside from just attack and crit rate. You're getting attack from Sparkle, you're getting attack from Hanya, but you're also getting speed from Hanya, which fulfills the requirement for the Zila light cone, so you can get extra for not only your basic attacks, you get skills and ultimate damage or ultimate crit damage. So you're getting a lot from Zila light cone if you can meet the speed requirement, and you could do that if you run Hanya, but that's a whole nother discussion for later on whenever he's closer to release. But you have those two characters that you can possibly twinkle around with that actually make your SP economy a little bit better. Now, how he operates, I'm just going to go down the list of his skills because he's very simple to understand. He has a regular basic, does damage to a single target enemy. Every skill that he does is single target. So every instance of damage that I mentioned is only going to apply to one target, so we can actually just remove the little bugs because they don't apply. We're just going to hit the big bug. So yeah, basic attack hits one enemy, 100% damage, I'm assuming, because that's what it is for everybody. Gains one skill point, nothing crazy. Now, his skill is a single target hit, and this is pretty much his bread and butter. So essentially what you're going to be able to do is burn 2 skill points and fire off a very big hit. Now, when you click the skill button, you're going to enter this like mode, right? You enter this mode in which you're going to be able to click it again and then burn 2 skill points, fire off a big arrow, and hit the enemy. Now, the turn doesn't end there. You are able to choose to burn 2 additional skill points and then shoot another arrow. And if you have more skill points after that, you can choose to burn another arrow. You can do this up to 5 times. So let's say, for example, you have E6 Sparkle, and then with him, part of his talent is that the total amount of skill points you can have is increased by 1. So in total, when you have E6 Sparkle plus him, I think you can have a total up to 10, I think, or I think it's a 9 or 10. The point is that I think his E1 also makes it to where you can do one for free. So I think the total amount of times you can do it is 5 times. So you can fire off up to 5 arrows, which is a lot of damage. So the cap is up to 5 arrows or until you run out of skill points, right? So essentially you spam the arrows until you run out of skill points. And then once you run out of skill points, he gets out of the state and you go back to normal. Now, essentially, if you don't want to use the ability right then and there, you can always choose to basic and then just keep the turn going, and that is that. Now, I'm pretty sure if you just use 2 of them and you kill the enemy, you are able to just snap out of the mode, and you won't be able, like, it's not going to keep you in the mode forever. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Or if you just want to use 2 and you don't want to use 4, I'm pretty sure you can just back out of it. There has to be a button to like back out of it. You can only choose to use 2 and not use 4. If you have 4 and you want to use 2, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to do that. I'm not too sure. I haven't really like played it myself, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to do that. But yeah, now you're going to be thinking, okay, well, if Sparkle ults gives you 4 skill points, you can only do that twice, right? So you're going to have a lot of SP positive characters and just basic spam, right, to make this work. He also has a little mechanic called the charge, right? And per charge, what charges do is whenever Archer has 1 charge, whenever any ally hits the target or any target enemy, he's going to launch a follow-up attack. And whenever he launches a follow-up attack, he is going to recover 1 skill point. So every charge essentially translates to a follow-up attack and then that translates into a skill point. So he kind of recovers skill points on himself. So, I mean, if you add up, let's say Sparkle, and then you have Hanya on the side, getting extra skill points, you can kind of stack up a few skill points here and there. So to alleviate the skill point usage, and you can stack up a few. Now the ultimate is also a single target hit, very high multiplier here on the single target hit on the ultimate, and this also recharges 2 charges. So that gives you 2 follow-ups, which are 2 skill points as well. And the only other way to recover charges is by using your technique, and then when the battle starts. So when you use your technique, you get 1 charge, and then when the battle starts, you get a 2nd charge. So you're going to start the battle with 2 charges. The first 2 attacks from any of your allies are going to trigger a follow-up, which will trigger a SP regeneration. So he kind of starts off the fight SP positive, but then as soon as he uses your first like skill, he's going to just completely take those out. He's going to completely like just throw them out and then just dump a big fat nuke on the enemy. So he kind of is the proper definition of a hunt character. He has like big, high single target damage, follow-up attacks, skill point dumping, skill point regeneration. Very simple kit. My only thing with Archer is that, you know, like hunt characters are, I mean, with the exception of Fei Zhao, I mean, Fei Zhao is just really strong. Hunt characters are really iffy to like, well, I guess Boothill as well. Fei Zhao and Boothill, the only 2 characters that like, I don't know, stand the test of like everything they throw at them. They're really hard to keep like in meta because like these bosses like have 5 million HP. And unless they make a hunt character that can deal like 2 million in a turn, it's going to be like, I don't know, like 1 or 1.5 million in a turn. It's like, it's going to be really tough to like compare it to like a Casterus or like from what we've seen for Finon. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be really tough, especially for a free-to-play character because like, I don't know, both free 5 stars we've gotten have both been hunt characters. And there's that's not a coincidence. I'm pretty sure HSR knows that hunt path is the weakest path. So that's why they give us those type of characters. I don't think it's coincidental. I'm not saying Archer is weak by any means. I'm saying that in the future, he's probably going to drop off a little bit just by him being a hunt character and by him just having the massive SP requirement that he does have. Now, another thing I wanted to go over is that Archer's ultimate, which is the only way to recover charges after the technique and after entering battle, and his ultimate is 240 energy, which is very high. That's extremely high, especially for a character that has 0 ways in his kit to gain extra energy anywhere else outside of his like follow-up. Like usually follow-ups are like 15 energy, maybe 5 energy. I don't really like have like every character is like different, right? But follow-ups don't give you like full energy amounts. Like they don't give you 20 or 30 energy. They give you like maybe 5, 10 or 15, right? If you kill something, obviously they give you more, but for the most part, they don't give you a full amount of energy. Part of his big damage comes from his ultimate as well. So a lot of his kit is kind of tied to his ultimate, and his ultimate energy like being so high, like his max energy being so high at 240. It's I don't know, if it doesn't feel great. Like now, it makes it seem to like where Sunday, for example, Sunday's out here working overtime, bro. Like Sunday, you use him for every single character ever. Like ever since he came out, he's been like on every team ever. You can use him on Aglaya, best in slot. Mighty, probably best in slot. Caster is not best in slot, but you can use him pretty effectively. Like a lot of people prefer Sunday instead of RMC, right? Saber, we already know. Energy regeneration, ultimate spamming. Saber, best in slot, probably. Finon, even though Finon doesn't even use energy, Sunday's probably best in slot. You probably haven't seen a single video that doesn't have Sunday on it. And now we're gonna have probably videos whenever we have the calcs and whenever we get simulations. Sunday's probably gonna be performing really well with Archer just because of his ultimate being 240. And not only it's 240, if you have Sunday at E0S1, you also get 2 extra skill points by bringing him back up and him being in the beatified state. You're getting skill points, damage bonus, crit damage, extra turns. Like he just provides so much value, and then like he's also being reran right in 3.4. So I mean, it's gonna like 3.4 is a huge patch for a lot of people. So I mean, I don't know. it's looking kind of rough. It's looking kind of rough, and the fact that everybody gets a copy of Archer, so people are gonna try to make him work what they got off the bat. Bronya is not going to look too good with Archer because she uses skill points. She doesn't make you any skill points unless you get lucky every 2 turns. Sparkle's probably the best character you're probably going to have if you have her. And if not, Hanya is going to be probably the next best option that you have. But aside from that, it's going to be just Hanya and probably Gallagher because of SP positivity. Maybe Luocha if you picked him up. And aside from that, maybe RMC. And that's about it, right? So yeah, a little bit of concerns in his team options because, yeah, his SP usage, like when you put in, like if it was just the SP usage by itself, it wouldn't be that bad, right? But it's the SP usage and then the high energy requirement. It's kind of like, you know, like you're making it a little too tough. You know what I'm saying? For a free character. But like I said, this is only the first impressions of Archer. Let's see where this ends up. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Until next time, guys. See ya.